Let me first give you a brief here. This is regards to the network security module, as you can see on my screen. And we basically have two different courses if in case you are looking for network security. So one is the basic to intermediate, which covers all the five different modules standalone, where we take FortiGate first, then Palo Alto, Checkpoint, Cisco ASA FTD, and Big IP F5 load balancer. So here we go topic by topic and then we cover the lab. So once we have done with one module, then we go to the next, then to the third, fourth, and fifth. So altogether it takes up to 3 to 5 months of duration. And when this course is completed, and if someone is looking for a advanced real-time network security platform, then that's why we have introduced another course which is called Advanced Mega Firewall Lab Multi-Vendor Combo Training. So here in this particular course, we will be not targeting single firewalls or single firewall component. It will basically consist of multiple different vendors, and it would be a case studies based lab scenarios. So say for example, if uh, someone asks you to do a end-to-end configuration from here to this, so how is the packet flow? So let's say this is a user, then you have a Palo Alto here, you have a ISP router which connects to the MPLS cloud, then it goes to the other side of internet router. Then you have a ASA firewalls here. You have a F5 load balancer, and behind the load balancer, you have the servers. So your traffic will go in this direction. And this is what we do in the advanced course. So everything will be configured by us. This is a lab diagram. So if even if you're configuring L2, or if you're configuring the firewall rules, or if you're configuring the layer 3 routes here, BGP, and you're configuring MPLS, or if you're configuring the F5 load balancer or the server configuration. So it is all end to end done by the student participant, so that you get good hands-on on the technology. Okay, so I'll just show you this in the lab as well, how it looks like in the lab and how you bring up the nodes. So this is a EVNG based platform. So this is how it looks like. So let's say this is the user, and user wants to ping or reach the application which is hosted here. So this is your source, this is your destination, right? So if you know a bit on basic here, as I told, this is not for the beginner. This is completely for the advanced people who have already worked on firewall configurations and who knows routing and switching. Because here I can't be telling you about OSI layer and all the basic things here. So we will have the case studies. There are total 16 case studies, and each case studies are going to be a 2 to 4 hours of configuration. So each one of the block will has to be configured with the management, with the configurations, and then we have to validate if I'm able to capture the packet, or if I'm able to open up the Wireshark and see the source and destination, whether I'm able to see the packets hit on the load balancer. So that is how the validation is done. So I have put some cases on the website directly. So if you just go to the curriculum, so these are the curriculum of the advanced mega lab. So the first case study here is Palo Alto and F5 LTM secure web traffic flow. So here you will deal with Palo configuration, F5 configuration, L2, L3, a bit on MPLS cloud configurations, and the end PC users. And you can read the scenario yourself. User behind Chicago Palo Alto accessing web server in network journey via F5 LTM. Configure Palo Alto Zone NAT security policy. Set up F5 LTM virtual server to load balance the web traffic. Route user traffic via OSPF BGP towards network journey. Packet capture and log analyze. So this is how the case or the ticket will be given. And then the participant has to go to the lab, follow our workbook, and do one by one configuration. So that is what I say. It is a very time consuming case study. One single case study will take up to 2 to 4 hours. And you should know thoroughly how to configure the Palo Alto, or how do you configure the Windows machine. We will also have some case studies related to other network portfolios like Cisco ICE, and also we would be having the Win server deployed for the certificate generating license generating servers. Okay, SSL offloading. So if I go here, if in case you have never worked on the Palo Alto, so let me tell you how the CLI works here. Okay, I have the dashboard with me. See, this is the dashboard of Palo Alto. So we are running Palo Alto version 10 series. Okay, this is Palo Alto version 10. So you need to configure the management and the interface and the zones. See, so you have to check the network diagram, which interface is pointing to inside and which one take you to the outside. So you will see the interface. The IP schemas are provided to you. It will be also provided in the workbook, and then you have to go and configure it. So that's why I say this is for advanced people, someone who has already done the basic course, or at least you have bit of knowledge on configurations and way to configure the things. What are the steps here? So product technology is important, and few things you can learn directly if in case you want to join the advanced course. Okay, so this is where the interface configurations comes, and the NAT and the policy we add it. Okay, so we add the NAT rules and the policy, so that when we do the ping, we have a bypass here, permit allow here. Same goes here on the other side. These are the two major component of case one, right? So when you go to the Windows machine once again, you can see the F5 being hosted on the other side. How many of you have worked on F5? What it does? Any
It
of you
load,
have?
it load balances traffic to multiple servers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
Yeah,
one question I have, is it all on-prem stuff you will be showing, or is there any cloud firewall related stuff you will show
There
also?
is no cloud here. It will be on premise.
Because in that I saw some AWS, some firewall migration, something was mentioned.
That is AWS deployment only. One case study.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So this is from the F5 load balancer perspective. You can check. So you should know bit of CLI if in case you're working on the F5 initial configurations. Later, all the things you can do it from the dashboard itself. So as of now, I've only just done the VLAN configuration on F5. and self IP. And then I have done the nodes. And then I've put the virtual server. So when we have a new user trying to access this web, okay, so they will get through this type of web page. So basically, what is going through when the user is hitting on this load balancer, my load balancer on a round robin is distributing the packets on the three servers. So that is why when the traffic is hitting this, you're seeing the red color because I've done some HTML changes here. And when the user will hit green, you will see the green. And when you see the blue color, that means it's hitting on the blue server. So when you hit this URL, which is configured on that load balancer as a web, so that means this was served by that server 2, which is green labeled. This is server 3, and this is server 2. So this will happen in a round robin fashion. So if you go behind the management console, you can see the log messages. So these are the log hits on the web. And to see the pool status, so here you will find the status of pool hit counts. See, so these many packets were sent and received on this particular pool on those each individual servers. So you can see this is for one of the server, this is for second, and this is for the third. So who someone who doesn't know load balancer, basically load balancer is to load share the traffic that it is receiving. So all the applications will be hosted. These will be identical servers. So whenever the traffic, TCP traffic comes here, it will distribute equally. So first traffic will go here, second will go to this, and third TCP connection will come here. Once again, it will hit the fourth here, fifth TCP here, sixth here, seventh, eighth, ninth. So this is how the servers will be equally getting load shared. There is no issues of one server getting highly utilization, whereas the other servers are just kept for just idly they kept. So it depends on your load balancing algorithm as well, whether you are going with round robin or least weighted or maximum ratios or static or dynamic based on the server capacity as well. So it is all part of your courses. So while we do the configuration, we need to know which algorithm we are going to see, and each algorithm will be discussed. So these are the different algorithm that you have. Okay, so I'm not going in much depth because participants are from different levels. So I don't want to make complicated for someone, and for someone it looks a very complicated course. But what I want to tell you, if in case you are just starting with network security, then I will recommend you go with this. This is for basic to intermediate. Here we go technology after technology. So FortiGate, we are covering the track NSE4. Here we are covering PCNSA and PCNSC and bit of Panorama. We do have license for Palo Alto. That's why we can show you the antivirus and all the other license-based features. Then here we are covering CCSA. This is the CCNP next gen firewall topic we are covering. And the last one is the FI LTM of this track, load balancer track. So once you have a thorough understanding of each individual standalone product, then the next course, the advanced course will become very, very easy for you. Okay, so as I was saying, the first case study is from one site to another site, the complete end-to-end configuration, including Palo Alto's NAT security policy interface configuration through the L3 routing, BGP, MPLS cloud, and on the other side, you have FI configurations to be done and bringing up the VIP, etc. So you will know end-to-end how in the production this has been done from site A to site B. Similar way in the module 2, we will go site to site VPN between checkpoint and ASA. So someone who was interested to see the steps between the IPsec between checkpoint to ASA. So this is what we do. So there are two sites. So you can check here. This is between Dallas and New York. So you have this. So let's say you have these two. Okay. So how are we going to have a VPN between this two different sites? So it's a checkpoint. So checkpoint means again the smart dashboard and console. And on the FTD, how do we onboard to FMC and how do we bring the configurations? Similar way, if you go to module 3, it is FortiGate and Cisco ISE secure remote access. So basically, you are going to see how the FortiGate is onboarded to Cisco ISE for remote access VPN. How is the FortiGate going to uh, send all the role-based controls or consider ICE for the role-based authentication? So you have a FortiGate VPN connectivity. You have users being connected to it, and how is FortiGate sending to the Cisco ICE for the role-based authentication?
Excuse me, just a quick question. You said the training is going to be for who has basic knowledge or who has good knowledge on the firewalls. That this training is gonna be for mediums, for intermediate uh, people, or it's for beginner.
The second course is for intermediate person. Someone who has a bit of knowledge on firewall is better.
Which one is second? Which one is going to be?
See this. Let me keep like this. This is the first course. This is the first course. This is for basic to intermediate. This
Yeah.
is this is the second course.
Okay. And how about the duration? How long the
You
first one
you
is gonna?
you will get all this detail after I
Okay.
finish my technical round and give it to my student counseling team. So they will explain you all the, you know,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
duration and all those
It
things.
means you means there are two module. One is for beginner and the second one is
Exactly.
for okay,
Yeah. Yeah, this
advanced.
is the first course for basic to intermediate, and this would be the second one, which is advanced version.
All the training is gonna be being by you or going to be separate teams or separate persons.
It will be by me only. Only some modules will be taken by someone else. Otherwise, like it will be done by myself only.
Okay, just one last question is sorry for everyone. When you're giving the training, are we able to make practice or we will just watch?
No, no, you have the lab access with you. You are going to
Okay,
get your pod, individual pod to you. So
you will give us access to reach the lab and make the
yes, yes, you will be
okay.
getting the access to this lab.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
So that BGP filtering part, can you please show like what?
yeah, yeah. 1 second. Okay, so when you go to the BGP filtering, so you can see here, this is when you're having the internet or you're having the connectivity on terminating on your firewalls, right? So how do you do the filtering on the firewall side? You prefix list, the distribute list. So you might have done it on the routers,
Right.
basic, right? So this is when we are focusing from the firewall. So This is a scenario where firewalls are being used as internet router and firewall in a single box.
So this advanced course is after you complete the other course, or like
No,
the
it is going parallelly. I mean, this is going parallelly in a different time slot, and this is going parallelly in a different time slot.
Okay.
Okay, so someone who is taking both can take both. Someone who wants to complete first this and then goes with this, that is also okay. Someone who just want to go with one only, or someone who wants to go, that is all totally your choice, because there
Yeah,
is no
for me,
overlapping.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For me, what I was looking mainly for Palo Alto and F5 and ASA firewall I have experience already.
Standalone courses.
Yeah, standalone, but the advanced looks more interesting from a real world deployment scenario like this. Whatever you are showing, I think it is more
Correct.
practical. This one, right? So
Yeah, you can go for advanced plus whichever standalone firewalls you need. You can take that,
okay,
not two courses.
okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah, then comes the zero trust segmentation with Palo Alto and FortiGate. So here we will be talking about the zero trust onboarding and how the user ID and the application policy for granular control and the CLI debugs and the packet capture. Okay. Then we'll go to the module 5, which is sorry, module 6, which will be for Cisco ASA. Why I'm keeping ASA? Because in the CCI security, you still have questions being asked from ASA. That is the reason. So Cisco ASA and F5 LTM securing the web traffic. So this is a scenario where you will do end-to-end configuration where users behind ASA are accessing the VIPs or the URL behind the F5. So once again, you do all the rules, permission, right? So all that things. Then we will see the Cisco ICE, though it's not directly related. This is not directly related to firewalls, but it's a network product. And we will see how the posture is being configured under the Cisco ICE. So in this case, we will be having the AD deployment. We will see the domain controllers, the DNS configuration, NAT configuration, and we will do the integration of AD with ICE. And then we will see some examples like posture control. So again, as I say, this is lengthy programs which takes 2 to 4 hours. So we might need 1 to 2 days to complete one single case study, because it's not doable just in one or two. Just for bringing up this with needful service itself will take lot of time.
Can you say again how long it will take each module? How long it may take?
See, each module of this course, there are total 16 modules, 1 6. So each module will take at least 2 to 4 hours. And if we are having 3 classes in a week, then it will take almost 2 to 3 month completion.
Yeah, actually, 3 months would be ideal time because more or less both are counterproductive.
Hmm.
Yeah, hi. I joined late actually.
Mhm.
So this I wanted to know, is it like a basic course or is it like very advanced?
See, there are two courses. Okay, one is this one. If you see my screen, one is this. I'll just put in link in the chat window. So this is the first one, which is meant for a beginner, a pure beginner who has never worked on firewall technology, never seen how the firewalls work, never logged into a box. Then I'll recommend to go with this course, the one which is on my screen first. Once you have once you have done the standalone one by one modules completion, then I say that you get into the advanced part. Someone who has already been working on this product, to manage, how the packet flows, how to push the policy, how to bring the management interface, then you can try the advanced course, the second one. I put in the chat window, so you can take the link from there. because the second one is not about bringing the interface or something. This is something like a real time scenarios. We do it in
Yeah,
the.
actually, I have worked on checkpoint long back, in
Mhm,
almost 5 to 6 years. Now there
mhm.
is no touch. So and also I need to know like ICE integration. Are we covering that in the basic course?
Basic
So,
course for which technology? I'm showing it in the ASA FTD because I'm taking one other batch called CCI security. So that is why based on that I will be showing in this course. But for others, Cisco ICE, I'm not going to show because the two different brandings, and it will have its own certification to be covered. As I was telling, FortiGate NSE 4, PCNSA, PCNSE Panorama, CCSA. This is CCNP next gen, and this is F5. So here ICE will come. Okay. Otherwise, in the
in
advanced
the
course,
FortiGate.
there is the ICE course. Hope I answered your question. Okay,
That
good.
advance the link is there is in your network journey webpage. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
yeah, I have put in the chat window also.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it is there. It is already there in the website also.
Sagar,
Okay.
can we
Yeah.
also have the first beginner course module-wise topics, just like you showcase the
Yes, yes,
advanced topic?
yes, yes. It is there. It is there in the page itself. When you bit scroll, so this is the firewall module. This is how the topics will go. Like the initial, what is firewall, what are the initial management, the tap interface, the different types of interface, then the configuration of VR, security zones, dynamic routing, NAT, PAT. So like this, the modules are covered.
Okay,
Same,
okay. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
yeah, same goes with Cisco ASA, and checkpoint also same, and FortiGate also similar way. And this is the big IP F5 LTM. Very initial things, how to register the F5, how to get the license. Because in this five, not all the fives are having a very similar approach of license. Like Palo Alto comes with a free license. We don't apply elsewhere. However, we have license onboarded on our Palo Alto, so we can show you the PCNSC. Whereas FTD comes with 90 days of free license. Whereas F5 is on a different way. We have to go to the F5 website and initiate a process, and I will be given a license for next 60 to 90 days. So these are all thoughts in this basic courses. The basic course will be very good if in case you're just starting the things, and also it's not very basic.
So
It
this will
yeah. You can
so
keep
it
your question.
is
You
like
can
a
keep your
CCNA level
question
or
part.
CCNP level for.
This is CCNA to CCNP level. Okay, so you can see the lab topology for each
Okay,
module on.
because why I asked is like,
Hmm.
yeah, say only the terms will be different, right? For Palo Alto and FortiGate and also the concept and things will be almost similar, correct? So my question
Hmm.
is why we want to master all the five? We just need to master one.
No, but how do you know that you are going to be working for FortiGate? What if you're working for FTD, right? So someone might be working for FortiGate, someone might be working for FTD, someone would be for Palo Alto. So if someone asks you interview question based on Palo Alto, you can't say him, right? That I worked Palo 40, so I'll tell you in terms of FortiGate. See, having logic is one thing, but sometimes working on the product also matters. How much one-to-one you have worked on that particular product. Okay, so this is the lab diagram for each single module. So you have Palo Alto, you got FTD FMC. Then you have F5 load balancer. This is the checkpoint. And this is ACE FTD. 1 second. Okay. And going to the advanced course, I have already shown you some basic. So let me just complete this module. So we have threat prevention with Palo Alto and FortiGate. This is a scenario where I would be showing you the deployment of one of the firewall on the AWS cloud. Okay, so we might need to have a AWS free tier account. I can show you that. You need to have your credit card for that. So once you have the credit card, you can book a free tier, and then I'll just show you how to deploy. But we won't go much into that because this is not a course only for cloud. If you want anything in future, I can bring that. But as of now, this is on premise and one small topic from the on cloud from the cloud deployment. The next module is Cisco Firepower and F5. Then comes the automation with Ansible. So I'll show you some automation case studies with Ansible uh, for Palo Alto or FTD or FortiGate in this particular thing. So at the same time, I'll also show you how to deploy Ansible in your might be if you're using home lab or our setup. So I'll show you Ansible. And this is more about troubleshooting, like how to check the live logs and packet capture on each product. Okay. This is the VLAN security. VLAN security. This topic will be taken. How what is the best practice and how to have a good design in your network. Module 15 is from the F5 perspective, bit from the cybersecurity perspective, SIM product, and how do you safeguard your servers from the attacks, and some Kali Linux type of labs will be done here. And finally, the firewall performance tuning and high availability. So each product, each vendor comes with its own high availability technologies, and a different aspect is needed. So these are 16 modules. And also the bonus with advances, you get one free cybersecurity course included. So this is a self-paced recording. It's a 25 to 30 hours of course with the advanced one. With firewall basic course, you don't get any thing because it's something which needs some time. Cybersecurity itself is 20 to 30 hours where you deal with Kali Linux, Parrot Linux operating system, where you introduce the attacks, how do you safeguard. So it's itself is another advanced course. Okay, so these are the two course modules. Someone who wants to go all five or any two or any three, you can take it from here. And someone who wants to go with the advance, then go with the advance itself. You get this kind of pod. This is the pod or the rack that we give it to you. Okay, so anyone can access this. You will have your own pod. It is 24/7 accessible. We don't give hourly based. If you're enrolling this, then this will be 24/7, and comes like 6 to 7 months of access included. Okay, and we also give you the entire package as in the downloadable format. So if in case you have your own server or your own machine, you can also upload it to there. Okay, this needs a huge specification. This needs almost 64 GB of RAM with 12 into 2 CPUs, and let's say around 150 GB of SSD storage. So definitely on your laptop, this may not run. You can use our remote lab. However, if you're using your own servers, then you can easily deploy this.
So this lab, this is for the advanced course, or this is still the beginner's course for this lab?
This is advanced. This is for advanced one.
Okay.
Yeah. For Individual tracks, we have other list. Give me 1 second. Let me pull the IPs.
So for the advanced one, do you have any prerequisites that it is covering like all areas? So do you have any like document like as a read? Because in that advanced lab, will you be little bit touching on the technology, or you will straight away go to the lab, whatever?
No, not very much into the technology. Like what? Like technology in the sense like interface zones and all, or like
This is more looking like more on more lab-based scenarios, right? If I
Correct,
understand
correct. Yeah.
correctly.
See, in this, here also we have to do from scratch. Okay, say for example, if the task says me go to Palo Alto and do the end-to-end configuration, then I definitely have to go to that. See, have to go and configure the needful object. So
Yes.
someone who has bit knowledge can grab it immediately. That okay, this is what I'm doing it.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Okay, but like in the basic, what happens? I will go to individual interface. I'll say what is a layer 3, what is a layer 2, what is HA, what is that much in depth. I will be not going in the advanced
Okay.
one. I will be considering you already know them.
Yeah, yeah, I know because it will
Yeah.
not be possible to cover, but a brief overview would
Yeah,
be.
yeah. Brief overview I will be covering for each task that I'm doing it. Like I will be selecting layer 3. I'll be adding my IP address on the Palo Alto, right? So I'll be showing.
Yeah.
So nothing will come pre-configured. I will do it in the class itself. So at that same
Hmm.
time, if you're asking any question, I can answer at the same time.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I think that is starting in May 5th, you mentioned, I believe, right?
Correct, correct, correct. Yeah,
So
this
one,
is in the PDF format also.
okay.
If in case someone is applying for a corporate submission or something, so I can share this document at the end.
Yeah,
So yeah, so because there are people from corporate who basically reimburse the things, etc. So this
right,
is
right.
having all the scenarios documented.
Yeah, and more or less, I think a little bit we can do a reading also because OSPF BGP itself is an ocean actually.
Yeah, correct, correct. Yeah.
So I think we don't need BGP everything because BGP itself has a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay, I was about to show you the individual things. Give me a second. So someone who is taking that basic to intermediate, you will get individual pots, and the labs would look something like this. So this is only Palo Alto. So let me just show you what all things it does. A very high level. So we have Palo Alto, Palo Alto. This is one other vendor firewalls for the VPN purpose. And in this, we do the management configuration. We will do the inside to outside traffic. We will be making labs related to interface configuration, zone configurations, security policies, NAC profiles. Also something called path mirroring. So two ISPs are there. How the internal users will take ISP1 or ISP2. So this kind of labs all related to Palo Alto only. And then for VPNs, then we have another multi-vendor firewalls, and this is for the transparent mode configuration, high availability configurations. So all things related to Palo Alto only in this. No other vendors here. Okay.
And this lab is also still downloadable for those with EVNG, right?
Correct, correct. Yeah, this is EVNG itself. So as I told you, we will also give you the ready-made file. Each setup comes to some 30, 40 GB, the standalone modules. Let me show you one more. So this is our CCNP next gen topic that is basically to cover ASA and FTD. So this is complete section for ASA, all the management config, in to out to in, security levels, ASDM that will be covered here. And this portion is for the FTD FMC. So we have FTD and we have FMC. So we'll see how the onboarding happens, how the in to out to in, VPNs, all related to FTD FMC. For the detailed topic on each module, you can go to the first one, and here you can find the topics related to it. Configuration, DHCP server, relay, NAT, PAT, ASDM, remote access, packet capture. So this is the topic for ASA FTD. Let me also pull for FortiGate. Let's see what do I have here. This is F5 load balancer. Okay, so here we have the servers. This is F5 for the HA pairing and the load sharing this thing. This is the test users. So we'll see all the algorithms, health monitors, I rules. Okay, the initial ones are to set it up, put the license, register the license. Then you do all the self IP VLANs, the pool, nodes, web configurations, the load balancing, different types of load balancing. Then you have the health monitors. Then you have the NAT, SNAT, then the cookie persistence, IAP, I rules, okay, and the troubleshooting part of it. So this is how the basic to intermediate has been designed. We go module by module, one after one. So the expectation after completion of this is that someone who just finished their routing switching and wants to get into network security, then this is a very good module. And someone who already has 50 to 60% of knowledge from here can jump into the next advanced course. So here it's a case studies, a complete ticket and case study. You will end up configuring a whole site going towards a destination and also the intermediate path. Don't worry, the guide will be given to you. It's not that we will only ask you to configure. You will be provided with the workbook, and you can follow that, and you can go with step by step. Though it has a lot of network nodes, so each case studies will go for 2 to 4 hours, which we have to split into two to three or 2 to 4 days. So that's why for 16 modules, we will need at least 2 to 3 months to go in a pace. Okay. And those 16 module, if someone joined bit late, that is over here. Okay. So sometime back, I just went ahead and discussed this module. I also have the source file. So later when Sajid will be discussing, if you need this copy of it, to submit it to your HR for the reimburse purpose. So you can take a copy as well. So here I have described all the scenarios and what are the things that we will be doing inside that ticket. Okay, so I think from the technical part, I just covered. Rest, everything is straightforward. You have the things. You should know how to bring the device, how to configure the management. That is all your, that you need, that you would be learning in the course. So if you have anything for me, you can let me know. Otherwise, I'll pass it on to Sajid. Sajid will take care of the schedule and the package costing and all the other things.
Yeah, I have a question. Now,
Yeah.
the training, when you are giving the training, it's
Mhm.
gonna be, let's say, 20 minutes you are giving training, and you will let us to perform the lab, or are we going to perform the lab during you are teaching us? What,
Yeah, you
how is going on the
see,
procedure?
yeah. So how it works is in the live class, I will be showing you first the same working workbook will be given to you so that you can practice at your site whenever you want because we are giving you 24/7 lab access, right? And in case you are facing any issue, we are having our WhatsApp group where you can post the error message and we will help you to fix that. So that is how it works. And every live meeting before 5-10 minutes or at the end last 5 minutes, you always have a option to share your screen and if you're facing any issues or something, you can get the support. All right, so we can have a quick background check. So what I want to understand is which part of country you are from, and have you worked on any network portfolios before? Anything, even ASA or Palo or whatsoever it is, or you're a proper routing switching person. So what's your background? So who wants to start? You guys there?
Hi, Sagar. Kaushal this side.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Sagar. I'm currently working from India for the uh, foreign company
Mm-hmm.
as a network security engineer. And in my portfolio, I'm having F5 LTM as
Mm-hmm.
well as Palo Alto and FortiGate checkpoint firewall as well.
Okay. So what type
All
of work are you basically doing in the production?
completely network security. I mean, from the network security perspective, not from the perspective of cybersecurity.
Okay, okay. Okay, who is going next? Just I need your background on networking side. Are you working on routing switching or are you working on the security
Yeah,
side?
hi. So I am working on routing and switching and
Okay,
data center also.
okay,
Cisco ACI and bit of DNAC.
okay.
Yeah.
So in DNAC, what are you doing?
DNAC actually just the project has started, so they are planning to migrate to the DNAC, the legacy. Currently, it's the three-tier architecture.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's in the planning phase. I'll be doing the design and implementation.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, who is going next? Who is going next? Okay, so Sajid, if you are here, I'll pass it on to you. All right, so thank you everyone.
Yeah.
I'll be passing on to Sajid. He will take care of the next section.
Thank you, Sagar.
Hello everyone. Myself Sajid. I'm a student relationship manager and the counselor. I'm here to give you details on the course, enrollment and access details, and what will be the modules and what all course will be going to cover in your upcoming classes. Okay. So can you guys hear me and can you guys see my screen?
Yes, loud and clear and visible.
Okay, thank you for
Yes.
confirmation. So let me start with my first slide. So as you can see here, so I have mentioned course syllabus and class schedule details. So as you can see here, program 1 will be from basic to intermediate level. So which will be like Firewall Mastery Fine 1 combo course. So which covers total 4 firewalls and 1 FILTM load balancer. So, as our trainer Sagar sir discussed regarding Cisco ASA firewall, so this will be your first module. So here you'll be getting to learn all the things related to ESA, FTD, and Firewall. So this will be your first module, and once we are near to complete this module, then you'll be getting the course announcement for your next modules, like for FortiGate, for Palo Alto, for Checkpoint, and for FILTM load balancer. So one after one, so you'll be going to cover all these 5 modules towards the Firewall Mastery Fine 1 combo course. Okay. And as you can see here, right hand side, program 2. Program 2 was for advanced course. So, which will be like advanced multi-vendor firewall lab course. So for network security engineers. So as our trainer Sagar sir has mentioned all the points and everything, made all the clear so that you can make up like whichever program you want to go for first and second, and if you are good with it, you can go for directly the second program too. So all things has discussed in our session. So I think all things are clear with you guys. So like next, let me talk about the class schedule. So as you can see here, so for Firewall Mastery Fine 1 course, so this will be a weekend batch, Saturday and Sunday. So from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. So overall course duration will be 5 months. Okay. So like you'll be attending one by one. So if in case if you want to go parallelly, so we'll be having our alternative batches too. So let's say this is going on in evening time. And if you want to attend, you can attend like weekdays batch and morning batch. So simultaneously, you can balance as per your time schedule and as per your requirements. So we
I
have
have one
that
question.
option.
This Firewall Mastery 5-in-1 course, right? So the same course, do you have it in weekdays?
Yeah, we are planning one weekdays batch. So you can do one thing like you can ping me and quickly I will describe them. So we are having the weekdays batch Monday to Friday. So that will be from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST every day 1 to 1.5 hour of session. Okay.
Okay,
So if you
fine.
want more details on it, so you can just give me a ping. I will share you the number in while. Okay.
Okay,
And
thank you.
yeah, thank you. So second, for advanced multi-vendor firewall lab course, so this will be going to be weekdays batch, 3 days in a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay. Just 1 second. Let me just change it here. So it will be 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. IST. So overall 2 hours of session will be there, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the course duration will come up for 3 months. Okay. So as our trainer Sagar sir discussed overall for the case studies and everything will be covered in this time duration. If additionally you guys have any requirement and also you can present to our trainer Sagar sir. So he'll be explaining you and he will be taking the use cases for it. Okay. So these were details for course syllabus and class schedule. So let me move towards the next slide. So as you can see here, so you'll be getting the course enrollment and access details, what all access you'll be getting when while you are going to enroll for this course. So firstly, you'll be getting the lifetime recording access of your session, which you'll be attending through the Zoom meeting. That recordings will be uploaded from the backend to our LMS web portal. From there, you can access it for the next lifetime. So the recordings will be uploaded in meantime of 1 hour. So if in case anyone missed out the class or missed out the session, so you guys can go through the recording and you can catch up for the next day class. And you can clear your doubt if you're having any doubt in that previous session, which you have gone through the recording. So like this, you can maybe make it up and accordingly you can go in flow with the batch. So secondly, that will remain with you for lifetime access. Whenever you want, you can access the web portal and from there you can go through the recording. That will be for lifetime access. And secondly, you'll be getting the remote lab access from our end that will be hosted in our servers and cloud servers that can be accessible for 24/7 unlimited. So there are no any time limits or any time schedule for particular regions or anything as per your time availability, as per your region's time and all. So you can access it whenever you want. We are providing you the 24/7 unlimited lab access. And dedicatedly for firewall mastery modules, you'll be getting the 2 months of lab access for each. Let's say we are starting the Cisco ASA firewall. There you'll be getting the 2 months of lab access that can be accessible for 24/7 unlimited. For 2 months for Cisco ASA firewall, like similar way, you'll be getting the FortiGate 2 months lab access and Checkpoint 2 month lab access and your Palo Alto FILTM for all the modules, you'll be getting the 2 months of lab access that can be accessible 24/7. And for this advanced network security tools, you'll be getting the overall 6 months of remote lab access that you can access it totally 24/7 unlimited. Let's say in case you want to practice some more, like if you want to extend some 15 days more and the person who don't have sufficient required RAM or required configuration for make it up for home lab setup. So you can just let us know by raising a concern on our support DL and all. So we'll be extending for next 15 days, 20 days. We can extend and we can give it to you so that easily you can practice your labs and everything. Okay. And third point, like we'll be providing you the dedicated materials like workbooks, PPTs, PDFs, step-by-step lab manuals, all the reading materials, all the script materials. So whatever our trainer Sagar sir will be going to take in the class, so that will be going to provided through G Drive and provided through our discussion group. So you'll be getting all the materials that you can download and you can keep it with you as well. And let's say if in case if you missed out any material or got deleted or got corrupted from your end, so you can re-download the material once again. So that G Drive access remains with you for lifetime. If in case if you missed out anything, you can re-download it anytime. And as I mentioned right now in second point, so we'll be providing you the home lab setup as well. Let's say if you have the good configuration of your system, then we'll be helping you to set up a home lab. So that once you are done with your remote lab access and simultaneously if you want to practice on your lab home lab setup too, so you can get the home lab setup and you can practice on your home environment as well. So that will also remains with you for lifetime access. Whenever you want, you can access it. That will remains with you itself. And we'll be providing you the 24/7 backend support. Let's say if in case like if you're getting issues or if you are facing any challenges while doing the lab sessions, practicing the lab or configuring anything, and it may be related to web portal access or it may be related to any topic anything you are not getting it out. So it may be anything. You just need to raise a ticket on our support here. One of our team member will connect with you and we'll be resolving your issues accordingly. Like in meantime of 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you'll be getting your reply back answer from our side. Okay, with the solution. So accordingly, you'll be getting all these facilities from our end. So we'll be taking care to give you the quality material and quality training. So what all you are going to take the course and everything, we are looking for it. Okay. And